So the India Under-19 team are set to play their first international series against a New Zealand development squad beginning on the 27th of November in Mumbai. And I know there was a quadrangular series involving Sri Lanka and the West Indies earlier this month, but I'm calling this the first official Under-19 international series because that tournament had an India A and an India B team. But this is the first time the players will officially wear the India jersey as Under-19 youth internationals. So it's going to be an exciting one. Like I said, they're going to play 5 T20s against a New Zealand development squad, all in Mumbai, in the afternoons at the Bandra Kurla complex between the 27th of November to the 6th of December. My name is Ananya Upendran, and I will give you a quick run through of that India Under-19 squad. So let's look at the batters first. The team will be led by Shweta Sehrawat, Delhi's Shweta Sehrawat. She captained Delhi into the semi-finals of the T20 trophy. She led India B to the final of the Challenger trophy, and then she led India A to victory in that quadrangular series. So she has been named captain of the India Under-19 side, and she will be the centerpiece of that batting lineup. She'll be joined by Madhya Pradesh's Soumya Tiwari, who will serve as her deputy in this team, and Uttar Pradesh's Shikha Shalot. The three of them have been in wonderful form. Sehrawat herself has scored close to or over 500 runs this Under-19 series. So she's in prolific form, has been at her attacking best, scored at a strike rate of over 150 in that quadrangular series. Soumya Tiwari as well has been in really good form. She was pushed up the order in that quadrangular series, pushed up to open and scored an unbeaten 65 against Sri Lanka in what was a virtual semi-final. Shikha as well, very, very highly rated by the coaching staff, is one of the other batters in that lineup. So the three of them are the pure batters in the squad, and all three very high quality players. Moving on to the all-rounders now. There are three quality all-rounders in this squad. Jeet Risha, the right-hand batter and leg spinner from Hyderabad. There's Sonia Mendia from Haryana, who also bowls off-spin alongside tonking the ball outside the park. And then of course, there's Mumbai's Hurley Gala, the pace bowling all-rounder in this team. The three of them, again, have been amongst the runs. Trisha bowled a lot more in the quadrangular series than she had in the preceding Challenger trophy. And she's come into this form into the series as the second highest run getter in that quadrangular series. I thought, if I had to compare her with Sehrawat, I think she's probably the most complete batter in this squad, has shots all around the park, seems to have a lot of time to play the ball, and has just like a wonderful temperament, great intensity when she comes in, runs between the wickets really well, and she's in wonderful, wonderful form and has continued to dominate age group cricket as she has over the years. Sonia Mendia as well, very powerful player, played a couple of really high quality cameos for India A. One was against Sri Lanka, there was one in the final as well. So she's a really quality batter and a very wily off spinner as well. So Sonia will be a key member of that squad, probably batting number 4 and number 5 for India. So definitely a player to watch. And then of course Hurley Gala. Hurley is an interesting pick for me. She didn't bowl much at all in the quadrangular series, bowled 1 over if I remember correctly, and has kind of been selected as a batting all-rounder in this squad. So it will be interesting to see how she's used. I think she'll probably be battling with someone like Shikha for a spot in that batting lineup, but she's probably lower down on the pecking order. But again, runs between the wickets really well, has a lot of power, and has shown some great form. So now on to the two wicket keepers, Hrishita Basu and Nandini Kashyap. I've spoken a lot about Hrishita in an earlier video. I just love the energy and the enthusiasm she brings to the middle, especially with the bat. I think of the two, she's probably the more accomplished batter, just in terms of playing lower down the order, because I think India's top order is probably packed. Considering you have Sehrawat, Trisha and Soumya Tiwari all in form, I think Hrishita Basu will be key down that order, playing around number 6 and number 7. She was very tidy with the gloves, took the gloves in that quadrangular series in 2 games, and had a really good outing as well. Nandini didn't get an opportunity with the bat. She kept decently, so she's probably going to serve as backup to Hrishita, but we'll probably see both of them play through the course of the series. On to the fast bowlers next. There are three really exciting fast bowlers in this squad. I think the attack will, of course, be led by Titas Shrodu from Bengal. She'll be joined by Andhra's Shabnam, the 15-year-old, who can really crank it up. And then there's Falak Naz, the in-swinger, who I thought had an extraordinary quadrangular series. She was quite unlucky to not finish at higher up on the wicket-taking charts, but I thought she bowled with great control, really attacking lengths, very full, got the ball to swing nicely, and she almost got Sehrawat off her third ball in the final, but unfortunately the catch was dropped behind the wickets, which meant that India A kind of cantered to victory in that final. But Falak is a very, very exciting fast bowler for me. And probably the only real swing bowler in that lineup. There's Titas and Shabnam, who are both more hit the deck bowlers, probably get a bit of seam movement. So three really high quality bowlers. Part of me hopes that all three of them play in the same 11, because I think they bring very, very different things to the attack. But we'll just have to wait and see about that. And finally, on to the quartet of spinners. There's Mannat Kashyap and Sonam Yadav, the two left-arm spinners, who will be joined by Archana Devi, the offie, and Parshvi Chopra, the leg spinner. The four of them have, bowled extraordinarily well through this season. I think Archana has come in at key times and picked up a truckload of wickets. She's kind of probably the most innocuous looking of the four spinners, but she's been very, very effective. I think she bowled one of the balls of the tournament in that quadrangular series to dismiss Vishmi Gunaratne, one that kind of pitched and turned through the gate to dismiss the Sri Lankan captain. Parshvi she had to wait for her opportunity in that quadrangular series, but bowled beautifully. She has a lot of variation, very, very skillful, again, very highly rated by the coaching staff. So I think a leg spinner who can do a lot of damage. She is very smart, has a lot of variations, bowls a great googly as well. So one I definitely keep an eye on. And then the two left-arm spinners, like most Indian left-arm spinners, they're great. They have great defensive skills. They bring a lot of control into the attack. I think Mannat is probably, she is the more experienced one of the two, the better fielder of the two, also has the ability to tonk a few late in the innings. So I think she's probably slightly ahead of Sonam in that pecking order. But I'm sure both of them will get a go through the course of the series, and both of them are wonderful bowlers in their own right. It'll be interesting to see the combinations, I think, of that bowling attack, whether India go with three frontline seamers and three spinners, with Sonia Mendia, with Trisha's leg spin as well. How do they want that attack to look? I think that's going to be the interesting one for me. But a lot to look forward to in this 5-match T20 series against New Zealand. Unfortunately, I won't be in Mumbai for this tournament, but stay tuned to the channel. I'll keep you updated on the developments and probably speak to a few of the players as well.